Alright, what's up Yoda Tech, or elsewhere? This is Chef Yoda 4x4, and I have, as you can see, pulled the pin for a technical service bulletin from Toyota. They called for the replacing the thermal temp time switch, which is on top of, it's also called temperature switch number 2, so I'm assuming the first one they're referring to is the coolant temperature sensor, which, as far as I can see, was never recalled to a different temperature setting. So this is the center connector right here on your ECU, right in the middle. You pull it out, and in order to get this pin out, which you can see is out, which is a part of the idle up VSV, I will also list the part numbers and a link to a good thread. The part number that was recalled was 89428-28030. Toyota actually sold me that just about a year and a half ago. Now they can't find my VIN or anything else, and they offered to, which they didn't have to, exchange for another part if I need it, but this part is no longer available. So I did locate one. I'll do a separate video for that. But as far as removing the pin on any of these, when you're going to do this for engine swaps, whatever it is, you need to basically do this. You're going to take, on the front side, this is the one I removed right here, okay? On the front side, you will see that the pin should go in like this, and this portion of the pin on top, try and get a better focus here, on this, is going to be up a little bit. And so if I was to insert it again into here, I would need to pry this up a little bit, this portion right here. But this very top portion right here, you're going to stick the screwdriver into here just above the pin. Okay? And it calls to pry down like this in the manual. All I did really was stick this in right over the portion that I was going to be pushing down, and then I held the connector like this. See if I can get it so you can see. And basically like this, I pushed downward this way onto that portion of the pin and then pulled it right out the back. It took a little bit of finagling, but eventually it came out. So that's how you do it. You don't want to mess with it from behind or anything like that. Yeah. So this is actually the reason this has to be removed, is because when you change the temperature of that thing, what it does is it basically shuts off the VSV to the fuel pressure regulator at a lower temperature with the new one. The other one was set at, I believe it was 110 degrees Celsius, which is 230 something Fahrenheit, and so it would never work to shut off the VSV. Now, I don't think this is really my problem, to be honest. I think it's something else. Could be fuel pump related, whatever. But I'm going to replace all the sensors that were recalled. I also have a cold start injector time switch that was called to be replaced, which was formerly 89462 89462-30011 is replaced with 89462-20050. I found one in the yards, and it just like disintegrated as I tried to unscrew it from the manifold of a Cressida, which I believe was an 85, or somewhere around there, 85, 86. So they had already had a different one in that one apparently. But anyway, that's basically the long and short of this. You want to stick this in here, okay, and try and get this down here. Stick this in here and pry it that way, so that you're pushing down this portion basically right here. You're pushing down on this portion so that this little thing that is normally sticking up right here can depress enough to slide this out the back. And then when you reinstall it, you get it past a certain point, you would probably right here stick this in here and pry this back up, okay, and that would enable you to put it back in if you're going to put it back in. Now after that, it calls to undo the tape here on this section of the harness and slide this up next to the rest. You know, either pry it up or whatever. Slide it up next to the rest and then rewrap it. That seems like some jagged metal to be, you know, wiggling around on the rest of the wire. So I'm just going to secure it first with tape, then put it here and tape it again. So I'll tape the wire securely and everything. I want to have it as thin as possible so that it's out of the way. Basically like this, just like you see right now. Okay? So I'll fold it up like that and then retape it. Tape it just to that one cluster that goes to that pod on the ECU, and that's it. Alright. I will also, like I said, post links in my build thread as to how to do all this, and for the Toyota Service Bulletin. It's a great PDF. Explains everything pretty clearly, except for this portion. I did mine a little bit differently, and this is I didn't write down the number of the screwdriver, but you can see by the size of my hand that it's very small. Eyeglass repair kit, 99-cent store. Ba-bing! All right, guys, thanks.